My name is Curran, and I'm an environmental science and biology student. I'm in my 4th year at Trent. So my project was the experimental eradication of dog strangling vine, and I was trying to find an environmentally friendly way to get rid of the plant, opposed to the methods that are typically used, which are very harsh pesticides, such as Roundup. My project was with the Trent Grounds Committee, and my supervisor was Tom Willens, and he was also my host organization. So. Yes, it has a lot of applications. I'm sure everyone at Trent enjoys the nature areas, and this plant's currently wiping it out. I wanted some hands-on experience. I wanted to put what I've learned at Trent to use, and I wanted to do something that was independent. And yeah.
And how did this particular project, how did you get connected with this?
I got connected by reading on the community-based site, and I read through all the projects. I found one that I thought was really interesting. I wanted to do something that was practical, that had applications to it, and could possibly be continued in the future.
And how did you kind of discover a community-based project as part of your...
Yeah,
Did you always know you wanted to do
I
that?
personally heard about it through friends who have done it previously, and I really wanted to do something similar to a thesis, but maybe something that had a bit more practicality to it. So I got in contact with Marjorie McDonald, who was my counselor, my assistant there, and yeah, we started in the early summer, and it was a really good experience. My favorite parts were actually doing an experiment that was longer than a 3-hour lab. Something that was you could continue through the summer, something that was independent, and something that I designed by myself, basically from the ground up. So what I was doing was comparing EcoClear to Roundup, which is a herbicide that's really persistent in the environment. And unfortunately, what I did find was that it's the only thing that works. EcoClear, which is basically acidic acid, didn't really do too much. But one promising result I found was that when it's in full sun, it actually can do quite a bit of damage to the above ground tissue. The problem with dog strangling vine is that it's all in the roots. So if you can't get rid of the roots, you can't get rid of the plant. So. One thing it taught me was organization, and that was the biggest thing I learned from it. And other than that, just getting that hands-on experience, something I can put on my resume. I could never put on, I went to a lab this morning and I completed a lab in 3 hours. You can't do that. So this is something that I think will help students get jobs and just kind of get real-world experience in an industry that's getting harder and harder to get that experience. So. Next for me, I hope to do graduate studies in the following years, but I'm going to test my foot in the job market and see if I can maybe pay off some of my school debts. Yeah, I think it has. I think it's something I can put on my resume, and I can be really proud of it and say that I did this from the scratch by myself, and it forced me to get into contact with people I might not ordinarily talk to, like the grounds manager, Tom Willens, my supervisor, and you build a relationship with those people, and networking is really what it's all about. Yeah, I absolutely would. I know I've said it a bunch of times, but the hand-on experience is something that you can't replace. I learned more from this project in 2 semesters than I did of my whole 4 years at Trent, so it's fantastic.